Check. Testing, testing. Welcome to another episode of TikTok videos that I've collected. Hopefully some of these help people wake up. This is a song by Luluka and Eli, and it's a Moonshine cover. Really amazing music. Everyone at Flat Earth Discord is super talented. I would recommend, when you have some time, to go check it out. Also, if you have any memes, send them my way or let me know how, if you'd like me to add them. I want to collect some more. Now, with that being said, let's start with our TikTok videos. I have a list of them. Now, let's go with number 1.
In Chicago right now.
All right, let's move this over.
And I look over at this street that's getting tore up right now. And I'm like, oh, cool. Pavers were once underneath this road. No, bro, this is wood. This street in Chicago was like wood pavers. I have never in my life seen this before. I didn't even know this was a thing. I didn't know this existed. But no, I mean, look at this. It's all, you can see like the wood dust underneath it. Somebody hooked me up with some knowledge about this because I am shook and fascinated.
So this is a really interesting video that I saw. I know that our history is, a lot of it is fake, and some of the technology from the past we don't use. And it's really interesting to see that they're using wood as a flooring material for outside streets. So just something I wanted to make people aware of. Let's move on to the next one. And this is a huge factory where they're doing crypto mining. And as you can see, they pretty much have it figured out. And if you have a ton of money, you can buy some land and figure out how to produce this, throw up some solar panels. They've got, if you have money, you have it figured out, and you can probably do a huge operation like this. For us, we can barely put our money in, try to maybe double it. So let's go to our next one.
Making a solar cell. In 1904, Wilhelm Hallwachs converted light to electricity with a copper-cuprous oxide junction semiconductor. Light causes free electrons to accumulate on the dielectric copper oxide. Charge is then picked up by a transparent conductor connected to the plate.
So
After heating, we see two oxides forming, red copper oxide and black copper 2 oxide. We want the red oxide underneath. The connection between the mesh and plate is bad. Let's try salty jello to fill the gaps. It works. Just 12 more and I have 1 volt.
So how cool is that? This is why I like watching TikTok. There's people that are putting out super simple things that you would probably not see anywhere. And they're quick videos that sometimes will just light something up in my brain, and just thinking how this person was able to create a solar panel with a couple of materials. Yeah, it's really low budget, but I'm sure you can scale this up. This was really interesting. So these are the type of things that I find that are really useful to just keep in mind, because there will come a day where maybe something like this could be turned into a business or something for someone that's in like the truth community that wants to look into it. Let's go on to the next one.
I'm the only person in this area. Ancient statue of Horus, Hero.
This is the sun when he rise. This is the sun when he set. This is the Ankh This is like a sink.
Some exclusive stuff that you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah, so this guy's
What is
TikTok,
this for?
he goes behind the
Right, got to be
scenes
careful right here. Don't want to fall
at
through
the
these.
pyramids, and I just think
Falling
it's
through the
amazing
cracks.
to look at the back,
More
the
areas
things
down
that are
here.
around it. So yes, I'm following this guy on TikTok just to see what he posts. You never know if you see something like I don't know, who knows.
Who's that one kid you went to school with that ended up becoming super successful? I'll go first.
I stopped following the kids that I went to school with a long time ago. More importantly, I stopped caring about somebody else's success because it holds no bearing on mine whatsoever. You can't live your life thinking about what somebody else is doing, what somebody else has, because it actually has no bearing. The only thing that has any bearing on you is comparing yourself and what you're doing today to what it was that you were doing yesterday. Did you improve on those things? Did you make those things better? Are you moving towards a goal that you know is going to be worthwhile? So I think the moment that you stop caring, and this is mainly for the young kids, you stop caring about what somebody else's success level looks like compared to your own, you're going to find yourself being, first of all, much happier, and second of all, more successful.
So this guy's on point. It's totally about self-improvement. And so, yeah, I really dig what he's saying because there's a lot of people on TikTok bragging about what they've done and like, oh, all of this and that. And it's not about that. It's about, for me, it's put your head down and do your work and then let your results show on their own. So let's move on to the next one. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you about this next one in a second.
Okay, let's talk about earthing, and this is not some hippy dippy shit that has no logic, because it does. Okay, listen. So if you don't know anything about like electricity and like how it works, whenever we run wire through our house, we have to run it into the ground, or else, like, let's say the lightning would strike the pole, it would go everywhere because there was no neutralizing energy that happens when the wires go within the ground. So basically this electrician was thinking, he was like, I wonder if because we wear like plastic shoes and like sneakers, we are losing our connection with the ground. He convinced a bunch of like scientists and doctors of like his idea that grounding and being connected to the ground would help reduce inflammation. So this is before grounding. As you can tell, like the red is where inflammation is at the highest, and this is after grounding, and it's usually like 20 minutes. So putting your bare feet against the ground, people, for just a little while actually does something to your body. It doesn't just make you feel good, it's actually doing something to your body.
So yes, that I've always agreed with this, especially when I go to the beach and I put my feet in the ocean, and then I put my feet out. It feels so, there's some tingly effect that you just can't get any other way. I've also felt it when I go to like a fresh water, like lake or like something like that. My feet will feel really tingly and really great. So after I saw this video, I've actually been making it a practice every day too. In the morning, go outside, because I do work in the morning a lot on computers. So I just go outside, take off my shoes, and I walk around my yard and I touch my plants and everything. And I feel like that helps a lot. Even if it's just to kind of release some stress. Let's go on to the next one.
Hi, this is Praise George. There is a Chinese proverb which says, don't build a 3-story building in an area covered with huts. What does it mean? It means if you're making more progress than your friends, don't tell them. If you have financial breakthroughs, don't tell them. If you have a job that is better than all their jobs, don't tell them. Why? Because they will envy you and they will hate you for it. It is simply human nature. Learn to keep your plans private. Learn to keep your testimonies private. Learn to create, grow, move in silence. Protect yourself. Let your results speak for themselves. You'll be fine.
Okay, so there's some of it that it feels like, oh, it's kind of selfish, but it's, yeah, like you don't sometimes talking about some successes to people that has kind of no end. So just show what you've done, and that should be enough. So keep your plans private, but let your results show on their own. So I agree with that. And here's the next one.
This this is the comment. This is the comment. I knew most people who are losing their mind over this information that I'm posting have no idea what DNA is. Research the silicate matrix. The human DNA was constructed with 12 strands. Most humans right now operating at 2 strands. That means you're in the second dimension. If each strand goes in dimensions. We were at one time able to reach the 12th dimension just in unity consciousness. When the Luciferian rebellion came in and corrupted and interrupted the unity consciousness, humanity's DNA was unplugged and the higher consciousness was lost. Luciferian rebellion is creating the Maxine that you're all lining up to take. Why? To take you even lower than the second dimension.
Yeah, I don't know about anything that she's saying, but what it does resonate at the end is what they're doing right now. It seems like it is taking people lower. I don't know, but she seems to know some information. It's great to listen to people's take.
Putting Mentos in the Coke in the vegetable oil. Now watch what happens. If this is the inside.
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting. This just random observation where he puts those Mentos into the drink and it doesn't explode as it would if it, like with the oil on it, it doesn't explode as it would naturally. That just caught my eye and I found it interesting. Wanted to share it. Here is one that made me upset. So let's go down a little bit in the vibration, but at the same time, check out what these people are doing. Important to take note.
I don't trust doctors. I don't trust medical professionals. I trust my roommate, who is a personal trainer, a DJ, and sells herbal medicine. He sells herbal medicine. It's not a pyramid scheme, okay? What's up?
Is it part of our group?
Well, yes, I'm against. What do you mean? I'm against medical the doctors. The Doctors Without Borders. So they made these borders and they told the doctors. What do you mean I have no idea what I'm talking about? They give them the borders.
That guy's like I would be really, yeah, I'm totally with this guy at the end. Like whether that guy's just trying to do it for the views or whether he's actually against if he's actually part of that agenda. Either way, it's totally wrong. This person is just out there, he's totally a puppet of the system without even knowing it. At least there's people out there trying to promote the reality that there's sketchy stuff going on. Let's move on to the next.
Places in America that the government doesn't want you knowing about. This is the Mickelson Safeguard Complex in North Dakota. This place was originally created in 1975 as a way to deter missiles from the Russians. But here's the weird part. This site cost $6 billion to make. Mysteriously, the site was only operational for a single day. It opened on October 1st, 1975, and then closed down the next day on October 2nd, 1975. Really gonna try to tell me that the government dropped $6 billion on this place just to keep it operational for less than 24 hours? But for real, just look at this place. Like, are you serious? Many people have theorized that this could be a possible headquarters for the Illuminati, given its extremely close resemblance to the pyramid that's commonly associated with them. Also guys, when I was doing research on this place, I clicked on their website, and what came up I can't show on TikTok, but go look it up for yourselves, it'll creep you out.
Yeah, interesting stuff. We know that they're hiding things in plain sight, kind of, in the sense that they're not going to tell us why they did that. there's definitely someone has the keys to the doors, so I'm sure someone knows what's going on. I wanted to share that. Let's move on to the last two videos. These are more of a comedy and ending on a high note. So this one's called NFT.
I don't know what NFTs are. Here's what I think they are. I think it's something that you have, but it's imaginary. You don't really have it. You're just pretending that you do. And you pay a lot of money to pretend that you have something. And it's really because you're now the only person allowed to pretend that you have it. And no one else is allowed to pretend now. So you don't want them to. And that's why you pay money, to pretend that you own something, but you don't really.
So I really love sarcastic takes on things. This was great. The way her delivery was awesome. I agree with her. I sell a lot of digital work, so I understand that NFTs could be important, but at the same time, when you're talking about digital, it's all kind of information that can be copied, and you don't ever really own it. The only person that knows it is the person that knows how to create it, in my opinion. So let's go on to the last one.
Hey, watch your finger.
Look at her face.
Yeah, so I wanted to end on that one. That was pretty funny. This girl does that. In one of the last videos I created, I just typed out the note that was on the first video where it says, if you knock on the door, I'm gonna charge you $50 an hour to listen to your stuff. I have that. I want to share it. I'll probably share it on the next video. And I also want to extend out this, if anyone wants to sit through the videos and watch them with me and commentate on them, let me know. If you find it interesting, let me know. If you have any comments about what you saw, if you dig this series, I'll keep doing it. If you don't, we can always shift. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time, and let's end with some amazing music.
You'll find that it's either just an assumption or just straight up lies.
Thanks once again. This is Leluka and Eli, Moonshine cover. You can find Leluka on YouTube. And if you'd like to talk to people about random things where you won't be judged, go ahead and join 24/7 Flat Earth Discord. I do recommend it. They have really cool people. I don't really talk much there because I like listening to what people are saying, but I'm always there on the chat. I'm always there listening. Shout out to all of you guys out there. Thank you for providing an awesome spot for everyone to join. See you next time.